Yo, what's up? Let's give me a go, madam. I'm Tembo.
I'm Jabu McDonald.
Zuko.
And welcome to another exciting episode of
The Review.
Boo, 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 boo. We're back once again with another exciting episode of The Review. And guys, we are back to bring you all the exciting thing that has been happening in the past week on television. It's been a lot. And today we have a very, very special guest co-host today, that is going to be joining us and discussing every show that we've been watching the past week. How are you, my brother?
I am good, thanks, and you?
Siyazama, but through the circumstances, happy, because a lot of things that you watch on television. So when I have been doing in terms of like television, how have been like doing? Because I'm not been enjoying a lot.
I think currently I am enjoying the Nigerian stories. Do you see those Nigerian AI stories on YouTube where they will make a story about, okay, this girl versus this guy? Like, it's AI stories on YouTube. I'm enjoying that. I'm enjoying The Four of Us. I think it started on a high with good actors, but is shown up. But now I'm enjoying it. And then I'm also enjoying Disney Plus, The Testament. I think I just watched it 2 weeks back and I'm just like, okay, I love this show. That's all. Married at First Sight, haven't checked it because I'm just like, this year.
What do you mean you haven't checked it?
I haven't watched it.
You didn't, because
I think
everywhere.
I think I watched the contestants because I posted pictures to say, okay, these are the people who are going to be contestants on. But I was just like, ni feeling anina personality. Let me not waste my time. So I was just like, they're seeing banda. So
yo, son, you're missing out.
There's a lot.
In fact, I don't think you're missing out because there's a lot happening and it's just making us so upset and stuff. So probably you're doing yourself a favor because there's a lot happening. And you, Jabu, what have you been doing, bro? How are you good?
I had a chill weekend. I really had a chill weekend. It really felt like a long weekend. I had nothing much to do. And I think this is like the first weekend in a very long time where I was actually watching a lot of television content, whether it be Disney, Apple TV, DSTV, but yeah, it was a lot. I'm very excited. I was very excited just watching most of these shows because I finally got to catch up on a lot.
I wish I was you because I really want to catch up on a lot of shows. But with the time that I did get, first things first, we didn't have electricity for 2-3 days. So that was also a bummer. So it kind of forced me to make plans because most of the time I would go out for breakfast so I can charge my devices and stuff like that. And it was just a messy weekend for me because it only came back on Monday, electricity for me. Imagine. Because it was around midnight or after midnight.
Friday,
yeah. After like it.
So you haven't been a long weekend, guys.
Yeah, literally.
But we long weekend.
Yeah, but yeah, luckily I had plans. I went to a Zizonke show on Friday in Soweto. Cool times. I wasn't really aware with this Zizonke universe that exists in South Africa.
Oh, South Africans love it. Oh, Coco, be back.
Yo, the great.
They know these characters.
But also, I think the grannies, and I love the fact that the grannies who attended the event on Friday were also asking questions. And I'm just like, guys, are people actually watching this? And I love the fact that they took the event to Soweto because that's where people who watch the show stay. So I'm just like, okay, Gogo, have fun. And then there was a dance competition, which I felt like Umbuyiselo did something that was out of the box. And it was Chaivani for a goodie bag. And then they were dancing. But I posted a vlog. So Baza, will check a vlog. Kona go TikTok. But I loved it. I loved the event.
No, I didn't know there's like a whole universe. I've seen it. When I go home, I always see my mom watching it. I'm like, one Bulgaman day, Zulu. Hey, bro, this thing is loved and watched.
I was shocked when I saw the presentation the VP did for Zizonke in terms of Africa. The fact that it has a 43 million reach in
Africa.
In Africa, I was shocked. I was like, I didn't know it has that many.
It's huge, bro.
I didn't even know that it's available on Open View because I thought it's available on DSTV.
Yes.
So it has a lot of reach, and I think it in South Africa it's like 8 million people watching.
bro. Those are free to air TV numbers, bro.
Yes, those are like generations Uzalo numbers.
Exactly.
Yes.
So I'm just like, wow, there's actually like a real like universe of people who love and watch these shows. So was really taken aback by that, and I was so happy.
We love
to
our
see.
soapies in South Africa.
Yeah.
We do love.
And the funny thing, people were taking this so serious and personal because when they see the characters, I'm like, I'm like, oh wow, this is so exciting. And yeah, obviously then on Sunday I was invited to an event, a watch party I Married at First Sight, of which was so fun. I had a lot of fun. Shout out to Themba and Nelisa, who were the couples from last season, who are the only surviving couple, by the way.
And they're still together.
They're still together, very much happy, very much in love. Like, they're inseparable. Like, they're just...
I wonder how does it feel for them watching the show and also reacting like we are. Like, I'm curious to know, do they feel the same way as us? Because we know there was a lot of controversy around them and people had a lot of opinions about Nelisa and how much she loved to Themba.
And I don't want to lie, I didn't think they would last. Watching the show last year.
I think
I think
you know what made me believe they would last is because how Nelisa and Themba were really in it. Never mind the controversy around it. It's like both of them went to the show to find someone, and they did. But the thing is, like, Themba didn't really handle the other things. But I feel like I was like, it's if these people were to get out of this show married together, they would probably last the longest outside of everyone.
I wonder what's happening there with their baby mamas and stuff.
But they're not the only lasting couple. There's Thabang and Kumo.
No, I'm saying from last season.
Oh, yes, last season, yes.
Because, yeah, obviously, Thabang what for me it was a wild card. Because I never thought...
I never took them serious. They're like Lisib and Matidi, so for me, yeah.
Before we get into the news of television, Jabu got some news for us, what's been happening in and around the TV space. He's got the TV news for us. Jabu, what's been happening, my brother?
Yeah, there hasn't been any announcement as yet in terms of new content that's coming out, but so far we know that there's rumors around certain channels being cut off on DSTV. The new owners are now sort of bringing in new strategies and new changes. What we know so far is that they're going to rename the Super Sport channels. Maybe there's going to be one channel just dedicated to a specific sport or something of that sort. I don't know what exactly they're going to do, but I've been reading bits and pieces of that. So far, I know that apparently Mzansi Bioscope is going. But to be honest, you know what? It's interesting that we have all these channels, and for me, I feel like these channels share content, unfortunately, because a local movie that's going to play Mzansi Magic is still going to make it to Mzansi Bioscope, Mzansi Way too. And
it's like with Mnet as well. Mnet has so many channels, but they do share content. There's no exclusivity whatsoever.
I think there's no need for that. For me personally, yes, it's nice to have almost like a 24-hour movie channel for South African movies, but they're not even creating that many movies for them to even have that channel.
And those movies repeat. So you might find out what you watched this movie today, and then tomorrow it's still playing, probably even on different times, but it's always the same thing.
Yeah, there's no different...
There's no content.
Yeah, I'm sure that Sanam Kunu movie where she was like dating a younger boy, I'm sure it's still playing to this day. It's probably still playing. So they are getting rid of certain channels and sort of cutting down on channels. But I'm curious to know, with the cut down of channels, does that mean they're going to replace, or are they just going to remain the same? Because now a lot of people have been complaining about how expensive DSTV is. And if the channels keep on being reduced and the amount is not going down, then how does it make sense?
For DSTV to adopt a Netflix-like strategy.
Okay.
Do away with the decoder nonsense. Do away with the satellite nonsense.
The problem is not everyone has access to the internet.
The thing is, like, bro, it's also cost effective for them. You know, it's cost effective. It's easy to maintain. It's easy because the DSTV model is kind of outdated because also the satellites and the model, yes, it doesn't use data, it doesn't use what, but what you could actually achieve with that is that then you are now going to have a very easy model where everybody can, when they have a TV, they can actually access it everywhere. You know, because as much as like we would say free to, like, not everyone has access to to internet, but almost every household kind of now does. Not
But it's not really great internet.
Mm.
Because the thing is, well, my home is in Soweto, and literally the fiber is like poles in the air, and there's like wires in there. And for me, fiber doesn't make sense that way, because now that it's cold and it's raining and stuff like that, it gets disturbed, and the connectivity is not that
so
great.
is the satellite most. The satellites, when it rains out,
But it's more reliable than the internet in certain
I
areas.
get that, but also in a sense, there must be that option. Rather, like about
an option of what do you choose?
Yeah, you can choose, because I feel like also
There is an option.
DSTV stream, yes, like
Yes.
DSTV stream, but I feel like with that option, it must come at the very about fixed price. Like you pay 100 and something rand, you get the channels you need, not the channels that in every channel. You choose a package that's suitable for you, sports channel if you want sports and everything. Because also this thing of just giving everybody like channels, probably like I only watch 2 channels in the 100 and something that you give me, then it doesn't make sense for me, because I feel like there has to be structured packages for people who want to watch certain things. If I want some Mzansi Magic, I want the news channel, I want sports, then have that option to choose that. And not just everything must be there.
Exactly.
And then when you're giving me this package and what, and I feel like I understand the model is to avoid people picking. It's also easy to structure when you have this what.
Numbers won't make sense.
Yeah, but I think it's time for people to give them the freedom to do that, because that's the only way to retain people, because they're losing money, they're losing viewers and subscribers with this current method that they are still using. So maybe it's time now to actually give people what they wanted. Any other stories?
Any other stuff? They've been very mum in terms of K2's return on Generations. I thought they would gradually build that noise, but I've seen clips where they sort of say that a familiar face is making a return. I've seen like the campaign around that, and there's no specific date.
Probably the worst kept secret, eh?
But they are sort of hinting that she might be coming back in September on the 1st, around that time. But yeah, I don't watch Generations. So like I said, I don't know who the characters are. There's this other person who I interact with on TikTok, and he's always asking him about characters and actors. Like, who's that? It's like, no, this girl who plays Zululama. It's like, Kuba Nululama. But I think the moment if I do get a date, I will definitely tune in specifically on that day. I'm not sure if I'll continue watching more.
I don't have the appetite for that show, Shem.
I think I'm gonna go back, yes, just for UKTV, just to see okay, what are you saying? Because the only thing that I watch on SABC 1 is Kim Sam. I'm so obsessed every day,
But
without
apparently
fail.
the season 2 is not giving, eh?
It's just inconsistent. That's all.
I think it's not giving because sometimes they confuse us. It's almost as 1 minute Mapitsi is going up the stairs, the next she's abducted, she's wearing a different jersey, and I'm just like, guys, but you are not making sense, because when people are watching the show, it's storytelling. Awuzophuma endlini ulahlekile ugqoke ibhruku elipinki so uyabuya manje so ugqoke ibhruku eligreen. It doesn't make
there's
sense
loopholes
sometimes.
with details.
And I feel like they also rage bait us a lot in terms of sezobona uMapitsi seke kukhupane jikijiki. It's giving Thabo Bester and Unandi Pamakudumana, because Angtuye wa escape ejele and everything. I'm enjoying it, but I just feel like they need to tone it down with rage baiting us, because their stories end up not making sense.
That's what I've also seen in a lot of TV shows. They use a lot of rage baiting in order to get us. They do things that are gonna trigger us in order for us to get angry and annoyed.
Yes.
I'll expand more when we go to the shows that anyone will talk about.
Okay, people are definitely not ready for the storyline that's coming on Scheme Sam, because a teacher is crushing on a student and a student is showing interest in a teacher. So a lot of people are going to be talking about that.
I saw that on Thursday.
Yes.
And the teacher is not really interested on the girl that is interested
But the other
on
one.
him, but yena interested to go Musibiadi. And I'm just like, can the teacher, the principal, because he's an acting principal, can the principal choose another girl, not the Musibiadi? I feel like she needs a break. And also, why don't the teacher, maybe because Kim Samabati, the teacher must prey on Liwatle, probably someone who's had it easy on the show. Because if we talk about Musibiadi, if she gets pregnant, she comes from a previously disadvantaged background.
It doesn't.
Hence, I'm like, Skim Sam Sefuna Jogo straight beta because
that's what I was saying. In it, some characters are made to go through hell and back on the show.
Like Uzwelakhe.
And then you realize like, come on, can they give these people the break, bro? Like,
because if they give them a break, at least in Nati, it gives us hope. Okay, at least there's a light at the end of the tunnel. But if each and every time we are Goa, it gets to a point.
Yeah, it does. Anyway, now we're gonna just jump straight to reality check. We're gonna be talking about your favorite unscripted television shows. We're going to be talking about Married First Sight. I don't know about this bride that doesn't know it, but we're going to keep you in the loop.
No, you know why I'm not watching a Married at First Sight? I think I haven't gotten over the fact that Showmax is no longer there. So when it comes to reality TV shows and this Showmax, I'm just like,
it's been 3 months, 6 to 4 months now, guys. My go through is simple. My relationship move on kanjan.
No, abafunu koku DSTV, bafunu koke 100 rand. Was it 50 rand?
But didn't like DSTV give them that option?
But I don't think a lot of people were interested in that.
But it
was 100 rand for compact for the next 12 months.
So why do you not take up that option? Because it gives you that access.
Bafuna is Showmax.
No, but I think all the Showmax shows are on DSTV stream right now. Like,
I think also I'm in an era where I love trash TV. Like you're taking
AI movies.
Yes, like you're taking and stuff. I'm just like,
I'm not. But there's a lot of people talking about the show. I'm not interest. I don't even have an ounce of interest to go watch the show. I'm not.
I think for me, it's also a language. I think I'm in love with this Pitori and how they speak. I'm just like, okay.
But for me, guys, so we're going to talk about Married First Sight. First things first, we're going to talk about Nompumelelo and Hlulani. And I feel like we are becoming somewhat a broken record because we say one of the same things about this couple. But what I liked about Saturday's episode was that Sunday's episode was when now seeing Nompumelelo with the family. And because I thought maybe maybe was like this to Hlulani alone. But you can see Unjia. That's a character. Because now if she can't even like be respectful towards her family, she can't be like be nice and be very abumuntu that is able to like reprimand again. Otherwise I tell you, no man, this is not how you do things. Alalele. We saw on Saturday that on Sunday. Why do I keep on saying Saturday? We saw on Sunday that she doesn't listen to anybody. She says what she says, and whatever she says makes sense in her head, even if it doesn't make sense to everybody else. But she just believes in domains it's that's it. Akakudwa, akuzegi, agezwa. She's beyond reproach in a nutshell, because I feel like when there's a family, people that you respect, that have seen you at your youngest and how you grow up, they will probably have more understanding, and now you will be very much kind of like down, because I'll call them the strangers through Hlulani anymore. You're speaking with familiar people that you've seen throughout your life, and you've been with. You can be vulnerable about just what's really going on, but ukombisa the same very spoiled brat behavior, rude behavior, very uzenza nje ngcono nophakama okukhona again.
Her looks would really fooled us, because I really thought that she's one of those sweet girls who is very respectful and stuff like that. But the more you got to know her, the more you kind of dislike her even more, because I never expected her to behave in that way. And Guti and Hlulani, it's not even about marriage and making it work. Like, they're married. I feel like that's
yes. And then how is Hlulani as a person? Like, do you think Nompumelelo? What is the balance?
I felt like Hlulani at some point was not strong enough to speak up or sort of defend himself to some of the things that
he was getting overpowered.
Yes, but I think he's becoming more and more confident in doing that. Funny enough, Nompumelelo keeps on mentioning the annoying habits that Hlulani does. We don't see them on the show. We don't see them on the
doesn't say what are those things, because I feel like there was even a time
the loud music. I think that's one of the common thing that she said.
I think the thing he's mentioned that in annoying are very petty stuff. It's not like something
singing in the
Yeah, I
shower.
think that you now is with
Exactly, because if ever now uzothi like loud music, there's a time for music. We can't be waking up at 7 and then you are doing loud music. But if ever there's any loud music yakho during the day and
I guess that something, but even though no, because it's who oh, 6 music, so that's obviously that can be annoying value,
Yes.
but also at the same time, this can't be now the defining factor of your relationship with the person because there has to be a form of like, okay, babe, please don't play music at 6. Like I don't mind
You
playing
can
music.
talk as a
You can
couple.
talk through all of those things, and I feel like there was a time even khuluma nabangani bembuza kwenzakalani athi I know she's giving me a cold shoulder in a diary uthi her name Hlulani doesn't give full context. It's ma'am, you are here in front of the camera right now.
give context.
Give
whether-
context. Why are you not giving us full context? Why are you wanting to give full context, if any there's a context even to give? Because I feel like she has a lot to say, but she doesn't say what is really truly the problem. Because I feel like if Hlulani is not what he's portraying himself to be,
Yes.
then tell us. So we can paint a picture of what you're dealing with. Maybe that's why you're acting this way. But I feel like she's not even helping herself because I feel like there is nothing. Because if there was,
And then manje ziwa ngaye because we see him as as umuntu wrong. So
And there's cameras in the house. They should just release that footage because literally.
exactly the CCTV footage. If there's the CCTV footage, I'm sure. But if the content wrong, if there's something, the behavior that is wrong, but
I think
there's
the-
3 cameras that
yeah.
are in that house. There's like 3.
Yeah.
And microphones in every room.
True. The only thing I don't like that Hlulani is doing, besides how Nompumelelo treats him, I don't like how he's shooting shots or defend or sort of throwing shade to Nompumelelo on social media. I don't think that's a matured way of approaching things. The Beyonce playing in the background, the shade and all that stuff. For me,
toilets.
look,
childish.
maybe him doing that, he feels like, I don't know, it's the perfect way of dealing with things. But personally, I don't see that as like a great approach to things. I think there could have been a much more better matured way of doing things now. Because for me, I don't like, honestly, I think I just have a thing where when reality people or when people are in reality shows and use social media as a weapon to like fight back, I don't like that. I feel like you have the platform. It's literally right there.
I feel like with that, I kind of agree with it, but also not fully. I feel like Hlulani went through a process, and I feel like now watching it back, he's kind of now trying to not go back, but he's trying to use humor or whatever to just use what was supposed to tear him down to now create a lighter moment of it and not take it too hard. Because I feel like some people mask it is it what you've been through trauma and now you have to relive it and watch it, you're kind of taken back into a bad place. So I feel like maybe him using humor, try to downplay it and make it like comedic about it, it's kind of a way maybe to deal with it in a way that he doesn't want to go back to the place where he was, because this thing was shot like months ago. So he's probably now they're waiting to shoot the commitment ceremonies and stuff like that. But they probably like in a stage where like now they in the 3 months break where like they're not together. So maybe he's watching all of this unfold. He doesn't want to go back to that about the process. As much as I hate Namabantu who when we watch them on television, they just always dropping spoilers and stuff like that. I don't like that. But at the same time, I feel like for him, it's kind of different because he is the things that I show, he doesn't get to see ezinye izinto that abashoyo ngayo. Like for example, my diaries wabuka njengasobona now and utheni again. So now bezo retaliate
so
and
find out manje
it's
ukuthi
how-
hawunganyiswa mos.
yes. So I think now in himself, he's also now trying to find a way to like, make a lighter note of whatever that is happening, even though maybe it's not as nice as he's making out to be.
I'm sure leya podcast bam-DM already. Kuleya podcast, I'm sure singayashoot already.
Obviously sebembizwile.
Ukuba ene abana ama-content ngabe sekuyona sekhulumile because
Yeah.
there's still gonna be those
No
yeah.
Limpopo boys izombona kusasa nje kuleya podcast.
I hate you for that. Okay, now let's talk about Lesibe and Matsidiso. I love them. I genuinely love both of them. I just feel like you know when you meet someone.
But is Khohliswa ama 100 roses.
No, man, I've said this even before the 100 Rose situation. You can tell when people have genuine like
Connection.
There's chemistry.
There's
there.
chemistry there, and you can feel like even when they talk, even if it's just playfulness or whatever, these people can actually live together. I just feel like Siba is not a complete 100, ne?
Okay.
He's probably like a 70 or 60 whatsoever. Then obviously, Umatidisa maybe he's probably above of like maybe she's an 80 or whatsoever. But both of them need to do the work.
Okay.
Individually and also as a couple. Mostly Siba need to do a lot of work individually because there's still a lot of growth they still need to do. And obviously Umatidisa is much mature and much like she's more.
And I think we're seeing her slowly fall in love with this man. Like I'm seeing her fall in love with this man.
And I think we are Zama who's Bamba Umatidisa because I think we are born yes, but I feel like the moment Umatidisa see the serious side of Siba, it's when now she's gonna start to bring those walls down, start to being like, okay, I can trust this man because at the end of the day, Intomazane must be led. As a man, you must lead a woman.
Exactly.
So when you lead correctly, she's gonna not hesitate to fall in love with you. She's not gonna hesitate to see the bigger picture. But right now, the man that's supposed to lead is not
doing anything.
So that's the problem with them. And I generally feel like Inking Azabo, it's
the weekend.
It's true. It's
Someone said Lisiva's problem is just the weekend. That's it. He is a good husband.
I think
from Monday to Friday, Monday to Thursday, he's a good.
On some clips that I saw, Lisiva isn't it the couple or the guy in a couple who went out in grooving. But if you are unmarried at first sight, you are trying to build something. But
habits is one thing. If you're used to just going out, whatever, just because it's it's not. I think it's just you training your mind in yourself. It's like, okay, now I'm a married man. I have to do right by my wife. I need to do right by myself also, and try to be a man and I'm expecting myself to be, and also I'm expected to be, because now I'm taking the step. Because at the end of the day, guys, these people wrote to the show. It's not so like the other way around. They were forced.
You have to be serious to even write to the show.
Yeah, you must show the intent. There's a rigorous process that you have went through, and now you think now. It's obviously for me. I feel like they can still improve. I just have that hopefulness in them, but it could also go about either way. But I feel like out of all the couples, they're probably the least problematic couples in the show. I don't think Siba has ill intent. I don't think he's in the show for the wrong reasons. I don't feel like he is disingenuous. I feel like he is very honest. Even a mistake are honest. And you're born to know, man. I want to go to wenza easy to go back for we are performer for our camera now. He's unlike the other guys. The other guys you can see because my camera, cry man's, but him. He's just himself.
I gubing Mpela ngoba Lisiba is our last hope. Like, we know it's bad for real. Lisiba being our hope.
It's truly bad, man. It's bad. And then we go to the toxic one. Yo, Prince.
Get him off my screen, please. Like, literally get him off my screen. Next time when I watch his scenes, I'm just gonna mute, and then after I'm gonna watch the other scenes. And
was he there at the watch party?
No, they were like only previous couples, not previous people, not couples. Previous, there was one couple, and also previous people that were from.
And also I don't know if it's the ex-wife or the ex-girlfriend. She's doing a whole big review on ex.
Yeah, tell all and stuff like
that.
Yeah, she's probably gonna be on that podcast. Get that one soon. Yeah,
and that famous podcast.
She's gonna be on that podcast. Telling it all, because obviously Ukeli wanted to vent and tell the side of the story, and I'm not gonna lie, I believe everything she's saying. Because we are seeing this prince right in front of our eyes being very toxic, being very rude, being very horrible to this woman. Sometimes as I say, Ese has such a pure heart. You can see even when she speaks, the way she talks, even the time when she's trying to address the phone call situation, like you can see this girl is just trying so hard to make this man see it okay. I'm not that girl, and I feel like and it's so sad to see, because I see her as such a beautiful woman and very intentional and very smart, but like she's just been given a short end of the stick on the show. I'm sorry, the experts did this girl dirty, and she
She's gonna hate the whole experience of this whole thing.
Yeah, this is gonna be a constant reminder. But there are rumors that then they're still together. She was seen.
But toxic people are very lucky when it comes to love and being chosen by people.
I was saying the same thing with some guys. You know what? As people can see Prince how toxic he is on the show. Trust you me, if they don't make it work with SA2, he'll be in a very relationship not so long ago after the show. He be with another woman, because trust you me, girls, I don't know, they have this thing and I can change him, I can make him better.
And sometimes girls masiyeke into amantombazana because izoba problematic.
No, but like I'm saying, like, I mean, Prince, let me tell you, if Prince and Esther don't work out together in the show, Prince will not struggle to find another partner after the show.
He will not.
Because there are women who actually will enable this behavior, will like this behavior, who will still see something in him, even though that, and we can see on the screen how horrible he is. I'm honestly like telling you, if any we in essay to they don't work out and then don't recommit, Prince by December, so money posting into Mazana, maybe online, whatever, they are together. I will not be surprised, because I know South African women are, in fact, women in general, and they are so very hopeful. They are there like to always they like Spider-Man, but they want to always save the day, like all and it's unfortunate because men like Prince don't deserve to be in relationships because they are very emotional abusive. And that was emotional abuse we're seeing on screen. And I don't know how long it's going to last lentally, because there's still like 7 episodes to go.
It's so unbearable watching them. Like, it's really unbearable watching them as a couple, because it's not even just Isitu going through this. It feels like we even as viewers are going through what she's going through right now, watching everything. Because for me, what makes it worse is that he has no remorse and it doesn't show any human side to him that shows that, okay, what I'm doing is very wrong. He has this annoying face he does where you can tell that he feels so confident about what he does. Like, there's a lot of things that really piss me off watching Prince and SA2. And there's something that I watched, I think it was a TikTok video, and it made me think a lot about this. Maybe sometimes speaking from something you've never experienced, you'll never be able to understand. Because she kept on saying that she's been seeing a lot of people saying the word heal, and stuff like that. And maybe we don't understand, because it feels like with her, she has healed. Look, it's very intricate talking about such topics, because abuse victims don't look, they may go through the same abuse, but how they process things, they do things differently. Maybe she has healed, as she says.
The thing is, like, healing, guys, is not a thing of like you are healing, it's like you have something and then it's no longer appears. Healing is managing your pain.
And it's not linear.
Or even living with
through the pain, yeah. Because even when you have a scar, even if something that has cut you, it can heal, but the scar is still there.
It's a reminder.
It's a reminder that there's pain that I've went through. People expect now, when you talk about healing, you're on going to dig before it's completely gone. Listen, healing requires, sometimes it makes you, it's changed the way you are. It's changed enough because now you're more cognizant to what behaviors that put you through that pain. So obviously now when you choose a partner, when you talk to a person, you look at for all those like about red flags or things that might lead to explain those things. Because healing, guys, is not just to say I sing sharper, I conto. You still can go through healing, go through therapy and everything. You're still gonna get triggered. You're still gonna get those moments where you feel down.
And the triggers are gonna be worse because you are in a journey of healing. So also trigger everything.
But people don't understand that, because I feel like when they talk about healing, they think umuntu nje omsulwa ongasa now amaluzana, like those flashbacks or those past
or attachment
traumas. Whatever. Trauma is something that lasts with you as long as you live some time. You can't just say because you have been to therapy and everything, you've just went to therapy to learn to deal with the trauma. You learn to live with it, to live through it. So to be able to forgive and also let go, you're letting go. You letting go doesn't mean you're forgetting. You are still now trying to move forward. So me moving forward is my healing, is me being healed. But that doesn't mean now I have to forget it and I was abused, I was done things in the past. It doesn't mean that. But people just assume healing means that any that has never went through anything, of which is false.
Yeah, for me, I just thought that maybe it was too soon for her to sign up on the show. Maybe for her, it felt like it was a perfect way of moving forward, as you said. But for me, I just felt like it was way too soon. But the thing is, you never understand. But also, I think these contestants also need to understand that when we talk about the show, we're talking about things we're seeing on television.
It's not
Yes.
So
personally.
not
yeah.
everything that you would go through, we don't know it. We only know what's shown on camera. So we'd react to what we see on camera, which is why I feel like they do take things too personal to a point where it's like, guys, I don't think you're understanding. If you're going to show me a certain version of a story, and that's the only version I know, then I'm going to react to those details I've seen on that version. What happened after or even before, I don't know, because it has not been shared with me. So my opinion will be based on what I've witnessed and what I've experienced for myself.
I feel like even if Esetu was paired with someone who was very aware of who she is and her background and everything, I don't think people would say that she was not ready. And I feel like the injustice here is that she was paired with someone who has no awareness, who has
Heartless.
no emotional intelligence, who has no emotional capacity, or actually like just have any capacity to be with any
I
woman.
hope there's like I hope with the process is clearly there should be like an emotional intelligence stage is process that they go through, because you wonder is like, how did this person make it that far in the competition, because they really lack
And
emotional.
it's crazy because even the wife, ex-wife, they're still married legally. Like,
But he denied that. Why is he denying it? What's the
because
actual
he
story?
doesn't want to sign the papers.
Has he ever addressed it on the show though?
No,
I feel like that's one of the things he should be doing.
because I feel like Guningi, and if in the show they do background check and everything, surely you could find out that someone is
Exactly.
married
Exactly.
or not. And if someone is still going through a divorce, why would you then put them on the show when they haven't finalized their divorce at least? You know?
But also, I feel like we blame way too much the experts and forgetting that it's not the experts who also do the casting. There's a lot that come. I think the experts only
Participates when they've now
the
been
casting
given-
is done. I
yeah.
don't think they are even there from day one when it comes to the casting process. So saying that the experts are not doing I don't think the experts even do a background check on these people. Like if they make,
Like
I
even the
think
profile.
production does that.
That's what I'm saying. The production
Yeah.
needs, because when they like you sign up, they say, I know we need someone this and that, whatever.
Yeah.
Then they were like, okay, cool, but do the work. Who's this guy? Do everything. Check his everything.
There's a
whatever.
team for each and every process
there's a-
in this.
I feel like with someone like Prince, he shouldn't have even like passed the first stage. He has a wife. He is still married legally. You know, he shouldn't be even on the show. And also beyond him being a horrible person, it's different. Because
And if you're going through a divorce process, then
if you're going through if it's not finalized, it's like
But
you're
at
still,
least there
still
should be
married.
a signature
Because the thing is
somewhere.
now, when you get the show's about getting married, so legally he can't get married while he still has this
They can't
marriage.
be on the show.
You know, so you can't put the person on the show because legally he's still married, and he has in the court he's still a legally binding a marriage contract with the ex. So if any what you call Prince is still married, then how can you now put him on the show to marry another woman? She's doing this thing, but in a nutshell. And now, in fact, Mshadwabo no Esetu is null and void because he got married while there's still a pending marriage on his case. He hasn't finalized the divorce yake with the ex, because we saw on Twitter the lady said like, no, he's not willing to sign off the divorce, of which I don't know, because now I know in South Africa that if the person doesn't want to sign off, you can still go ahead and get divorced even if he doesn't want to sign,
because the law can be on your side.
yeah,
on
the
that.
law can agree with it. Obviously, now I don't know why she hasn't explored that if she hasn't, but it's just a
We're
lot
not
with
really
this man.
that well informed when it comes to the laws as some South Africans. I feel like that's why there's a lot of advice that you need to take when it comes to the legal side of things. So you could be making mistakes and not knowing, oh, this was another way of approaching things.
Sure. Well, Laurinda, and the thingy, and Obren.
They can make it work. I think into yabo nje ukuthi banenkani, both of them, and they're just struggling.
Stubborn, yeah.
Yeah, so I think they can make it work. I do see them lasting. It's just that they led a lot of bad moments and issue over power the good moments. Like there was a lot of good moments I saw in the previous episode. As like, this is a couple I want to see, and this is the couple that I would like to see work. I think even the mother's slowly warming up to her.
And I like that, and Obren was very good with how he described Laurinda during the time he was sick. The way he painted a picture to a mother, it's literally just warm market more towards her. And I feel like this gonna literally just help them a lot in going forward, because you don't want to add Nompumelelo and Hlulani into a situation that Vele is still not very much settled. So you rather have like a situation, okay, Nompumelelo is on board, she's fine, and that's what I think they got now. Like they got that on themselves. So if in now Obren just described because it's a name umkhumbuze the way umawake wayinakekela ubaba wakhe, you know. I was just like, oh, obviously that gonna make the mother like, you know, soft, like, you know, because now we want, okay, she found he found a good one. And Kumbulu Makwa was not very keen on the first episode. It's in this thing is happening, but now I think she's gonna be easy to warm up, even though they were mentioning Dabuta Rapega or but I think
she might overlook that.
Even Obren, I don't think he minds that, because and I feel like this situation here, Obren's leg, it came at the right time, also at the wrong time, because I feel like it can either mask the visible problem that they have and think they are fine, or it can either like try to give them to make
it's
them
a great test.
Yeah, it's a great test to now see it's okay. Maybe we must not focus on the negative things, because we have a life to live together. This could have been a moment, maybe he could have like not lived and stuff like that. But now he's here. Let's make the most of it and try to make it work. So it could be a good and a bad thing, but I just hope they use it so well, because stubborn.
And they're still gonna argue even in the next sneak peek which saw. They're still gonna argue, but I think they can make it work. They'll be fine.
They'll be fine.
Yeah, I really believe in them also. Yeah.
Okay, now we're going to jump straight to Drama Face. We're going to talk about your scripted TV shows, telenovela, drama series, whatever that you like. But we're going to start with our favorite, the OG of the show, because the OG and Inimba. Nimba has been quite a lot happening with Nimba. We've seen a lot happening. Uzet is finally given birth. And we're seeing with Tumenga, fucking Zippo, who is just being too much on the situation. I feel like Tumenga is not well, guys. That woman is not mentally well. Because I don't think there's anyone that can behave like she does. She behaves like a person who possessed, or I don't know. Like I feel like even Valikamba had an impact in a mental well-being, because ngendlela behavior ngayo is just out of the ordinary for me.
Yeah, Utumeka is really a lot when it comes to being the woman that she is. I like the topic that they're touching on, and I feel like it's very important. Postpartum depression is very real, and I think a lot of women go through it. And I feel like within the Black community, it's not addressed enough, because some people don't recover from it. Some people actually lose their mind completely because they are not being treated well, or there's not much
the environment they're kind of food.
Yes.
Uzet was bound to have a postpartum depression. The environment she was on.
She never dealt with a lot of things. It was Likamva's death, then the pregnancy,
and then Mawake, then now Tumega. It's just a lot of things piling up.
Yeah.
So I don't think we can expect to say to be like fine, because a lot of things was just unraveling, and there were just a lot of things happening for her, and I feel like she just been dealing with a lot, you know. And Kuningi, she nearly lost a child. Kuningi that she's been through. So
it was not even an easy pregnancy,
you know?
Also. So it's a lot of things that really contributed to her sort of being in the condition that she is right now. And what was interesting for me is like, this is a typical way a Black family would react. I think it was Utulan when he said that Uzetu sort of looked like she's lost her mind. And I think that's when I realized that, okay, we don't have much knowledge when it comes to postpartum depression.
But I like the fact that Nsiki was somewhat trying to give them an idea, or just Kumbula, or he even wanted to remind you to like
you also
you
went
were also like in the situation,
but they didn't know what it was at that time.
And I feel like sometimes Ntigi, they didn't listen to her, because even when she suggested
she's a sound-minded person,
she's the sounded-minded in the whole. And the funny thing, And then the fact that she suggested to Tandega to be the caregiver and the helper of Uzet, and I was agreeing with that because Utandega has no emotional invested in being Ilikanga, so she will not do things in a selfish perspective, but she will do the things because she just wants to take care of the people. But I feel like Kutumega being there, it's very wrong because mentality is only to uvakela.
And she will just put pressure on the poor girl. And I think Utumeka also, she can't read the room. She's always struggled with doing that. And she always feels like she's being replaced all the time. Tumeka will always feel insecure.
She's insecure.
Tumeka will always feel threatened by the other woman, regardless of who that woman is.
Even if the woman is 2 days old.
Yes, she will always feel threatened.
Because I swear to you, that woman is so insecure. She always sees things where nobody actually sees them. It's always had to be about her. Utumega is extremely selfish. She's a very self-serving person. She doesn't want anything but interfuno yen. And they're imposing it's an ingane ibizongo vagele and what.
Ulikamva ushonile wayemele abuye kanti.
Oh, as guys, because life is about who are living, guys. We can't now pause our lives as living people because we want to appease labashonile abangasekho. And ulikamva ngasekho, and now everything must be revolving. You even forget the mother that carried this baby, for a lot of months. Can't do just guys.
I wonder what's the law around it damage when you pay damage, or what do they call it? What's the other word you would use? I feel like damage is not
damages.
Really, yeah. So I feel like there should be an interesting law behind that, because now there's a lot of things that you consider. So if your family in their damage, does that really give them the right to make a lot of decisions?
How much damage is one thing. We can pay damages because damages is to appease the family. To say, siyaxolisa, uthi umfana like haya, umithisile intombazana like haya, ngaphandle umshado nontontoni. Isinaphezelo my mass. It's like you're saying sizoxolisa ngesigameko. Okwengane nokwesibongo kuhlukile, ingane efanele yolotsholo. Ingane efanele ubaba wayo nomndeni wayo bamba boyilobola bayokhiphila inkomo kanje. Leyo nkomo leyo iyona ke iphumayo ihamba nento zakhona ezobe sifuna umndeni. It's either inkomo ephilayo noma inkomo emali ezofika lapha, and then silotsholiwe ke manje leyo ngane sekuthiwa ke manje izoba eyakamabandla okwangempela. Angazi how do they do it in Xhosa family, but ama damages they have no bearing in sending.
But they already feel like they have a lot of claim to a lot of things.
No, because I think they wanted to do both, but sense of God, and that's what was done. But into kwenzeka nje kufanele ukuthi ingane iyalontuza iyalotsholwa separate, and then kuzoba nakhona ke akamabandla ke fully. Ngeke ingane ukuthi ngoba khona ama damage ucathi une claim ilangane siyakasithola le ngane leya akaba azange bayilobole. The day beyilobola then bazoyake bamba ulobola, and then kuba ukuthi okay siya kamabandla nakhona fanele bayoyikhipha kamabandla apho kasithole ngembuzi, bese nakamabandla bazoyi accepta ke ngembuzi isiyo introduce kwabantu amadlozi kamabandla. But for now ingane remains isithole. Ayikazi,
they don't understand.
Imagine it's my first time ngizwe ukuthi ingane iyalotsholwa, because mina ngazi ukuthi ukhipha ama damages. Ma ukhipha ama damages, it doesn't mean ukuthi I'm gonna take my father's surname, but it's an acknowledgement. Mase beshadile, that is when I can
but
take
even uma sushade
surname.
ilobola even asemshadweni because yabalwa. If let's just say ngimithisile and then sajoda then sesishada isazobalwa la nkomo le.
Because I guess it's different when you have a child when you're already married. There's no need for that
because very same but if any alenamithisa and then washada le nkomo le ubozoyikhokha vele ukuthi uyilobola even ngingashadanga isazaba khona lapha ngoba phela kuthiwa inkomo kamama for a reason, so ufanele ukhokhe la nkomo le iyona ebizayo futhi into nje izenziwa lapha. So it does happen even noma sosenishadile kanjani. Hey, moving on to Ndaba Sydney. Sydney has found herself in a situation where he trusted the wrong person and he got stabbed in the back by his own son. And now,
which is what he truly deserves.
He deserved that. And what really highlighted me the most in the situation was the only time that I was so happy was uSydney when he was saying that ulwandle akahamba but if now uyahamba if ulwandle uyahamba now uyahamba athi ngihambani nobabili because I truly believe that uHlengiwe is a rot in all of this.
She enables a lot of things.
She's rotten. Yabona uHlengiwe, she's a horrible mother too.
I wonder if they actually left because they never continued showing that part.
Bavela when she was drinking there what's any manje ngazoyiziba ngizoyikhulumisa now I'm like ngizokhuluma ngithini nazo spoke. And obviously, I feel like Ulwandle need to leave, need to ambo azibonela impilo yakhe because he chose to betray his dad and not thinking if future yakhe is gonna hit the tank. He doesn't have a job now. He only have 10% of shares,
and his career is done.
And his career, like, there's no one's gonna touch that guy. Worse, he has a criminal record.
Oh,
I wouldn't be surprised if he becomes a hacker and he tries and destroys. Or maybe tries and destroy both companies because now both Zolega no Lazarus are his enemy and Usidi no Mawetu are now his enemies.
Because there's no one here that is gonna touch him.
I think he might just become the villain of the show.
I think you know what I could have done if I was Zulwandle. I think I would have come back, lick my wounds, work with my dad, build up my name. I have shares now, grow into the company. And then once I've grown into the company, I can then now start something of my own so I can be removed from Ndabazo Signant. Because what Sydney gave him was a second chance that then he was not going to get anywhere else. Even once we have face, he's never going to get it anywhere else. But right now, he's now in a deeper hole because nobody's gonna think about Ulwandle. Nobody's gonna think of Ulwandle. But he was just so hell bent on revenge and everything, and very like trying to absolve himself from the evil that he's done. Because he's not an angel in all of this. As much as like Sid is not an angel, but Ulwandle must also realize that he's more like a father's child than he realizes he is. Because everything
he destroys now.
Everything he touches, he destroys because ufana nobala work. And I feel like he doesn't want to be like his dad so much that he is actually becoming like his dad.
Yeah.
Lazarus, what is his plan with demoting?
I think Lazarus tasted the power that comes with the position he's in now, the temporary position, and I think he doesn't want to let go anymore. Yeah. And that's gonna create conflict between Zoleka and Lazarus because now Zoleka literally came up with a vision of what Ngokana should look like, Ngokana industry should look like in the future. So now if you're going to take over that company and sort of run with the same vision, it doesn't look nice.
It's tricky, man.
She came up with ideas, most of the ideas.
Even in that meeting, because she was sharing so many good ideas and everything, and I'm thinking like, even though the way that's it's like this is what I want, like it's like now she's tired of being on the sidelines. He actually wants to be on the actual thing and be part of everything and actually be in control of everything, and that's a problem because now she has always given Uzolega the freedom to do
in terms of power
and everything. But now it feels like the power, he wants that power back. And now it's going to force now Uzolega to be now reporting to Uzana.
But I think also it should be a reminder that, you know what, you may be married to the Ngokanes, but you're not really a Ngokana. I think Zoleka should also
by association.
Yes, or by marriage. And also Zoleka should also remember that she will never be a Ngokana heir. There's actual sons in the family.
Even when they speak about inheritance, they always speak about Bavumile, Pale and everything. And of which it's kind of funny for me to like, because if
another woman being sidelined.
Yeah. But obviously that's how it is, like more especially in Xhosa families, like look how it also was so easy for the family to sideline Udabs, stuff like that. Even though
she's smart.
She's a smart woman, but it's so easy to not give. Azan is gonna get a second chance, but I don't think I forgot her name. The lawyer, the lady, if she'd done the same mistake that Azana did, I don't think she was gonna get this as much grace. The family would have probably said
outcasted her.
Outcasted, yeah, because she's a woman. But Azan is getting a second chance now. Who say right? Everything is now going to go back to being in the business, almost drowning the business to the ground. But he is now being slotted back to a exec position, and he's going to be fine. He's going to be normal, and it's just
it's going to be tricky. But
yeah. And then we're now going to go to KwaBaba. It's a lot, man. It's a lot that's happening. Last week, Friday, I was so pissed. I was so mad.
A lot of things have been revealed that are now changing the whole
storyline.
Like, I think it's a great way of looking at things differently, because if lo babo ukhulumazi ukuthi ubaba wakho ukhulisile ngempela and that man still sees you as their child, and because you're not related in terms of blood, biologically not related, does that still mean that he's not your father?
I think he's your father, but in black families will always remind you who he is.
But if that man, even before he died, made sure that everyone knows how much he loves you,
I feel like it's very dangerous, because only you knew, and then now Bogazi is now like left in a situation where like now he has to convince the family that the husband knew before he died. But now but
it mistaken no Mambogas no Keto.
Yeah,
they were the ones who
supposed to
I don't. Dumsan would not have the upper hand he has right now if it wasn't for them.
Uzolaki was not Mkhize, but if any Uketo Beno Mambogazi announced it, but even though and again but still I'm appointing him as leader of this family, because ingane yami ngimkhulisile and what and ngashada uma wakhe, so ingane yami bengishade nonkosikazi wami, ingane yakhe yami nami. So I feel like the problem was that uMambokazi benokhetho kwakhe wabili washona early engakakhuluma iqiniso. Manje umuntu ofanele ukukhuluma iqiniso akena noMkhize and yeye bamkholwe, because yena akayena umuntu ongathi bekhuluma they can believe her, because akuyena ukhetho kwakhe. If kuthiwa ukhetho kwakhe, or even maybe ukhetho kwakhe angakhulume with the whole family, but watshela maybe someone in the family, umuntu okhona umkhulu, maybe umalume kanje, then that would have been a lot easier as well.
So yeah, it's interesting, and I like how with Bahumi on her side, they fully embraced her. I mean, they even call her Mam Daung, and biologically she's not related to.
But now there's
Solomon.
Like,
it makes the love story more interesting, because now both of you have a similar background in terms of that.
Just no, man. Like, I feel like,
and you're carrying surnames that are not even yours.
It's just so crazy for me with how like, and it just makes sense how they are like so into each other, because maybe they have this bond,
trauma bonding.
They have this bond that is unexplainable, because they have similar backgrounds that they're not aware of, and they have.
Is Bawumi not aware?
No.
My word, that's so crazy.
I think if she would have said, she would have told him.
Oh, Dinana would have been more confident in how she treated her sister.
You see now with the Dinana situation, it's now gonna be. That's why I hate these secrets, man. I hate my secrets. I think there's too much.
And I also think okay to show makumalo ngempama.
Makumalo dinga is true.
Papa.
That woman pissed me. Like as out of all people, listen, why out of all people, Mambogazi, Mambogazi domdala at least like because you're Maz,
but I like what's happening now, because Utumsan is so confident that this secret is gonna shatter.
That's what I'm because I
can't wait to see the look on his
Monday
face.
He was like, yeah, but I see soon. And I feel like he's gonna be so confident thinking that doesn't know about the secret and he's not
and the reaction is not gonna be there. They're gonna oh, okay, we knew you anyway.
So
the only thing that would be shocking is for the Mkhize family. That's it.
Yeah, that's gonna
but I wouldn't be surprised if the eldest aunt knows the secret. I feel like she was very close to Ketowak. I wouldn't be surprised if she knew.
Yeah, the one though, there's a figure now and again. I feel like there's a thing. I'm just praying, hoping that ukhona umonyo wazi outside of Umambogazi. before Ashona, because I feel that will also help the case and the cause, because in plan is to sideline as well. Like,
I hope there's a will also, because now if there's no will, then they're gonna play on Zwelake's head and they're gonna take him out of the position. I hope Uketoake actually left the will where it puts Zwelake.
the thing is with abantu abadala, more especially Zulu people, they just don't formalize things. Umuntu nje usho ngomlomo uthi, hayi, indodana yami le, but they never formalize it.
I think now it needs to be formalized, even when a person passes away. Kaubhale phansi something that will, like,
Yes,
some
it's-
sort of a proof.
Yeah,
Just
that's
maybe-
security.
That no matter it's 2 lines, it's fine as long as it's coming from you and you're clear about it. Because right now I feel like Indabazo, like, it will be so complicated, because almost I will want to claim into the company that they've never wanted to work for in the past. They will want to claim everything, because they now feel like, okay, just because they are now the legitimate Mkhize, they feel like they have to claim to the work that Uzwelake has been done. Uzwelake has continued to build a company beyond his father's death. And what was in the company today, that, and even not Tumsane, we like company, because Iboni is successful. And that's what I'm just hoping it doesn't come to a point where now Uzwelake will have to sacrifice everything just because corner abantu who are literally just in righteous positions, because they feel gonna be like entitled to what Uzwelake has built with so many times. That company has gone through so much things, and nobody was there. He was the only one taking the hit and trying to rebuild everything from scratch. But
I think what I can't wait to see is that, since they feel like they're the rightful heirs to the empire, the Mkhize who were born by blood, imagine if everything falls apart with them being in power and Uzwelake being the only one who's able to save the company, and he's not a Mkhize by blood. I think that's where it's heading.
yeah, it's heading
It's
there,
gonna
man.
fall apart, because Dumisane, as much as he may want power, there's a reason why his father naye akamkhethanga take over.
And even no matter eseluntuzile, eseqhubekile nefamily yakhe ayinayo confidence again. Even in about
Even his sons don't have the
don't have
capability of doing it, because
even
he was destroying the company while working. He was literally having illegal operations on this to show that he's not good for the legacy. He will just bring it up, bring it down.
Imagine trying to create mshiga in a family company. You are eating in your own pockets, man.
Exactly.
And then you go to your ancestors and thank them for the wealth they bring to you, even if it's illegal. Like, the man has confidence, and also his situation is actually similar to Upobi on the Four of Us.
Yeah.
Because Bobby on the Four of Us, he's the chosen heir, but he is the downfall of the empire at the same time.
The more decision he makes, the more
The more damage it does.
Yeah, the more damage
and
it
I
does.
feel like he'll enjoy the criminal side of things now.
Yeah, and it's heading there, because because now the excitement and now is just very, very scary, because I'm like, this is illegal, man. Like, and you can't be excited about something now. It doesn't have any.
Because what if your clients start finding out that those cars were stolen?
Yeah, but let's hope Malobola about home and Zwelake will go through, because
Ihamba kahle.
I just want that to be done, guys. It's been over 50 episodes now, and Malobola was supposed to happen on the 5th episode, but we had to
I think this time it's going to happen.
It has to.
Did you see they were celebrating?
Yeah, I saw the trailer. Like,
so
they were
it's
celebrating.
happening. We already know that Utumsani won't succeed.
But because
But I don't think we're gonna expect a wedding anytime soon.
that's the thing. I don't care about the wedding happening now.
But people want the wedding.
No, I think it's because for me, that's what's frustrating was the dragging of Amalobolo even. Because the first episode, in the first 5 episodes, Uzwelake wanted to Lobola within the first 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 episodes. That was the plan. We're on episode 51 now, 52, 53, if you're watching this.
Still nothing.
Still nothing has happened. So obviously, like, come on, guys. let them get lobola and then take a breather while they're planning their wedding. I think that's fine. But I feel like it's just like there's been a way too much wait for
The
them to
delay.
actually get married.
But
like
I think the
Malobola.
delay was also nice for them because they got to know each other a lot more. And they already faced a lot of tests as a couple before marriage.
Yeah.
So meaning that they might even be stronger when they get married.
So I feel like there was just so many delays and subplot and so many twists. Just like
Keep the storyline moving.
yeah, I feel like the moment we feel like we're going forward, there's something that's gonna happen that's gonna now take us like 10 steps backwards. And it's feel like the moment now, I feel like there's emotion. It's okay. They are now getting to the storyline. They are now getting to the part where Bahumi and Zolake are getting to a good place. Some shit happened. Something happened. And I feel like they were just introducing a lot of subplots, like plot twists and everything that kind of felt like for me, they were just not justifiable for me. Even if maybe they do like introduce those things, they might not have this big contribution towards Bahome and Zolake going forward. You know, like I feel like even if they do go through like trials and whatever, let them go through the trials while you are still going to Lobola, to getting married and everything. And I feel like sometimes there were just too many things that Uzulaka was going through at the same time. Guys, give the character a break. It was like that this man has to like deal with. And now also that Ubahumi is also not a Mutaung and she doesn't know about that. And it felt like, oh my God, another one, you know? And I feel like there's just so many secrets that are coming out. And I hate when my show and my secrets because when I feel like man the secrets. I'm not watching the actual show because the show has a premise. The premise is to two lovebirds coming together, meeting for the first time, falling in love insanely, and want to get married instantly. Let's get to that plot. Let's explore it and then move forward and then actually get to the part they actually get to be together. But it feels like the moment that they heading towards there, Bob Tumsana will do something stupid. There's so many about subplots that they were doing and also things that they were saying they were doing within the show that kind of made me feel like, you know what, you guys are testing us now. You don't have like, I feel like even an example with Inimba inkinga ziyaba khona kozoleka no Lazarus or whoever families, but it doesn't like stop the progression of the storyline. The story progresses with those issues involved, you know. It's like saying now, but November. And then now, since I'm trying to send ngoba industries imegambi. There are things that you just have to, if you commit to them to happening, they must continue to happen. The storyline must still progress. If any you continue with the primary storyline. I hate when now we still in one storyline and then also introduce another storyline within the storyline. So the storyline that is the primary is not
Says Tati Big City, man.
now you're pushing to another one. So for me, that was really frustrating with the show, and I was just feeling so much. I was just like, this is quite a lot.
I wonder how far they've shot the show in terms of the episodes for them to sort of change the writing a bit. Because I hope they have not shot way too many to a point where it's too late for them to change the storyline.
Do you think the pacing is perfect for you?
Not really. It could be much better. And I hate to compare shows, but Nyala O's pace has been much more better.
And it's been like 10 episodes with Nyala. So
even with Homecoming, like most of the telenovelas that Mzansi Magic, the pacing is moving at a perfect pace.
Yeah, I think now they've kind of adapted. I think only KwaBaba is still slacking behind. And it had such a very good story. It has a very interesting story of families about with all the family drama stories. I think theirs is unique,
and it's too risky for that time slot because it's already competitive. There's like a Kakasini on the other side, and it's also moving fast.
Yeah,
in terms of the storyline,
and it's very very challenging for them because they're threading on a lot of shows that have not made it to the second season. And if they continue like this, people will lose confidence.
If people move from KwaBaba to Skeem Sam, just know that it's really bad because Skeem Sam drags storyline.
Yo, it does.
Skeem Sam has been dragging, I don't know, the Smarky storyline's probably been a year or two now since they've been dragging it.
See, so I feel like with this, they need to try to up the pace.
Yeah.
I feel like the other characters we haven't seen, like Abona Umxolisi, no, Ketiwe's relationship, I think we haven't
Why don't
explored.
they have kids as yet?
There should be something, maybe a story around that. Like, I feel like relationship Ketiwe is just so pure. There's nothing beside them just
And what does Umpolisi do for a living?
he's always busy doing everything. There's so many things. What does Ketiwe do for a living?
She works from home. That's what we know.
Yeah, she works from home. Sometimes she goes to the office. So I feel like there's so many things that we don't know about certain characters, but we've been 50 episodes in, and I feel like we have to try to, as much as like pacing, I think that's what the pacing comes here where like you feel like the storyline Sasalaba, it's longer, shorten it and then expand on other characters in order
Which
for
is
us.
what they do on Skim Sam. Because on Skim Sam, as much as the Mapiti what character is gonna like take long, but at least there's Charles Kunutu who's going through something interesting. There's Banban who's going through. So you always have something to look forward to, because
True.
like ukbuka into A1 and waiting for this thing alone can be boring.
Because now it's like it's an ecosystem, Lapana Manjan. If Uzurek is going through something, Uketi is gonna feel it. Domsan is gonna also feel it. It's gonna be connected.
So the storyline basically hotspots each other.
Hotspot each other. So it would be better if they have that storyline Sazolake going through something, but Uketi when they're going through their own thing. There's another story with them. But Umxolisi was very honest. I think it was just an honest mistake from him. But let's move on.
And where's Mkolisi's father? Is there a father in the picture?
And also, like, there's so many things. Like, there's so many things that they can explore. Like I feel like they have probably the most cast. Like in terms of like telenovelas right now, they're like Castiabo is very big. I feel like Nyala has probably like less than 20. But four of us less than 20. I think Inimba now, it does have a lot more now, but it initially didn't have as many characters. But I think they have that ability to be able to play a bigger field than any other show. So I think they need to really
watch the review show and do better, because even the time slot is dangerous.
Bro, I hope because like we love this show. I love it. So
I've never given up on it, even though people are complaining. I still love it, even though it frustrates me a lot, because I do feel like it's good. But also this pacing thing is a huge issue.
It is.
It feels like
it's frustrating because you could see this thing. It could go this direction, but it's going in a very small pace. And then when also to sing something else.
Even Tulu's party took like 2 weeks for them to plan it. And there were even parties in between. At some point I was like, is this the actual 21st? And then they got to the 20th, like, oh, this is the 21st. So yeah. But now the next storyline, I know it's Solomon's retirement as principal.
Oh, he's gonna retire.
Yeah.
Okay, no, because I feel like the Mdonga family is so cute, man. I love them, but I want them to explore Dinana character a lot bit more. I feel like that character has a lot of depth in it, and it can be a very like what you call an anchor to a storyline, about like a core storyline to a show where we now probably see
we need her spiraling out of control.
Like to see, because I feel like she has so much depth in her and like emotional also control of the character. She's very good, and I feel like that she has she has that vibe to her to be able to tackle any other thing that might happen. So we might just wait for it and see what happens. Now we're gonna go to the four of us. And of which the writing has been on the wall. 16 years.
You can't be waiting for 16 years with Jola and actually staying with them. I think the problem is ukipita sometimes, because upe Bobby everything. There's no need for Amshade, because I got everything for free.
But also Bobby because of his father and Ingan. So now that's kind of forced them to actually
be together.
No, not even when they wanted to be together, but they kind of got into themselves in the situation where like, they are together, but they're not together.
To show that there was not even real love between the two. I mean, they did sort of have an agreement that Ubobi can be busy with other women outside, but as long as it's not too close to home.
I
And
don't think I can do that. The open relationship thing.
It's crazy though.
yeah,
But also,
yeah.
if there's no love in between the two of you, you can.
Oh,
If
yes.
in inhlane so ingane
And Omdala phela uMelusi manje, they can break up. It's not like, I mean, Melusi is an understanding kid. I don't think that this would shatter him.
sure.
I feel like he's matured enough to even see that there's no love between his parents. Wasn't there a point where he complained about Bobby mistreating his mother?
I think that day, Bobby came back in the morning. The first night he slept out, and then there was that commotion. I think he was even asking his mom, "Baganti, why are you still with this person?" So I don't think Uguti they should be together
should have.
because of.
But Litabo's using her son as like an excuse of them not breaking up. But Melusi doesn't care. I think it's just over this whole thing.
I think with the Tabo, in reality, has what sort of like she's delusional. You know, I think she just was hoping and hoping and hoping.
You would be delusional if you were promised so many years of
But
marriage.
also, I would be delusional also if I were her.
No,
because I'm
but
now.
the reality check that she got from Ubanzi was very necessary for her, because you know what you need to do. You know what you need to do. It's just that you've been avoiding it because you're probably scared of the life outside of this. You don't know
She probably doesn't even come from a well-off family.
Exactly. Maybe there's just a lot of things that then she feels like she's gonna lose, and this was the only thing that she can cling on and hold on, because you're not safety net, and now she can't imagine life outside of this. She can't even imagine life outside of not being with Ubobi, because Ubobi, she has made Ubobi her life, everything, you know.
True.
Yonke into is centered around him. Existence yakhe is about around. You don't even know what she does in
She
life.
even inherits his struggles. If Bobby's fighting with someone, she also gets involved.
Exactly.
That's how much invested she is. And I think also the helper has been the one who was fueling her. Like the helper was making her even
But
more
the helper,
delusional.
I assumed anymore.
Also, what's the connection there? Is it just that the helper happened to be Sotho, and then
I
the
think
lady
they're
is
both
Sotho
Sotho women, so there's that understanding.
Oh.
Yes, I don't think the helper's a relative, but she's a stay-in helper.
You know, but mama bashala ekhaya bagcine sibe family.
Nigcina vele
Bazi
seniyilona.
yonke indawo, yonke everything that happens in the house, they kind of know everything. So yeah, you might think entombed and like, no, you still ukuthi nje kuphela ukwazi indaba zala ekhaya,
And again, akunabantu abazindaba njengama-helper. They see everything.
no, they know everything. And but the problem with me with what you call this Ulithabo is that I feel even no matter any uyamshiya uBobby mhlambe ayikubanzi, it's still gonna be difficult for her. It's when she need to, if she want peace and she wants something serious, she must leave the whole family. Ambozamela elsewhere. I don't know where, but she need to.
But now, which is another suspense, because asazi her background ukuthi injani, to say, okay, why is she not leaving? Is she well off ekhaya? Is it because the attachment? Because sometimes you stay with a person because that's the only thing you know. Dating a person for more than 16 years and having a son could be a thing of probably they started dating as teenagers and uyesaba, but there's no need.
I'm sure she's from Diepsloot now. There's probably a family in Diepsloot that we're about to be introduced to.
Yeah, because I don't know what's next. Like, because Bobby was serious about Undume. I can even see the way he is with Undume, the way he talks. Even the sit down he had with Umawake and telling her it's okay.
I hope, but I have fears that Undumi's life might also revolve around Ubobi, and I hope it doesn't get to that also.
I get it now. He wants to put him in Mdlomo Motors.
It's not gonna work. We're emotion, already emotion.
Yeah, it's not gonna work. I think Urice like Konundumi, where she's doing something different, where she's doing something that is complete out of the family.
But you know that whole Dlomo name is gonna be like how when makoti ka Dlomo sebenza ka Vera, like
You know, I know. I think rather open her own saloon, as in abini saloon yakhe, it's yena ke.
not with Vera around. That's
4 ways at least.
competition.
No, even in it's 4 ways, not like a situation. Kube yakhe, maybe an extension of Vera's
But,
saloon.
you know, I think with the Zomo kids, I think this is something that's going to be interesting to watch. I think all the Zomo kids, their partners' lives will always be revolving around that family and that business, and it's going to ruin their lives. Busani lost her marriage because of that business, because she didn't want to let go, and she still doesn't want to let go.
And the husband, yeah, let's go away. The husband, like, let's go away, start our own thing, whatever. And I feel like if you are a legacy child, like everything's just about your family legacy.
Even your partner's life stops.
Yeah, because now they're kind of forced to subscribe into your life and your family lifestyle and whatever. Where now your dreams and whatever, they have to be parked elsewhere because we are pouring into this one giant business that we have, and of which I don't think everybody's cut out for it. And I feel like everybody just now feels because it's a legacy, it's a family business, they're entitled to something or something to it, and then they have to make it work. Like it doesn't have to be like that. You can do your own thing, whatever, and uzamu pilimpilo. But I feel like everyone with Ubanzi, I don't think Ubanzi has a passion for whatever like that he's doing. I think he's there, and because even though he's not even recognized or seen, because no one was like checks
Fukale moya.
exactly. So everyone is, I feel like they are there because of legacy, not because they passionate about what they do. It's because it's a family
They are
thing.
forced to be part of it. But I think the only person who sort of broke free from that is Ubalungile, because she's not really that involved.
No,
she knows about what's happening.
There's Puzelanch.
No, Balungile doesn't have a purpose anyway, so I don't think there's anything that she ties herself to. Besides Twala.
But I don't know why they quickly cut off that storyline about her being a drunkard and what she's afraid of dealing with. I feel like they...
And I can't wait for that.
Yes, I feel like they should have just continued with that. I think they sort of rushed into her being in a relationship more than her dealing with what she's always been
No, I think they're
afraid.
trying to highlight her as everything that she has done is never working out. I think all the things that they are kind of like showing us because a character, I think it's kind of being built bit by bit, because we see she's a spoiled brat, she's entitled, everything. She always want to
But she's a daddy's girl.
Because abona ndaba ethu even bathandaza angifuna ukuthandaza na ngifuna ubaba wami. You kind of get the picture of what the type of person she is, and she is not stable enough to start a relationship or be in a relationship, or she's not even like stable enough on her own to have her own things and have her own things.
Emotionally, she's not strong enough to do things on her own. And I think it's interesting. It's also funny because now it sort of feels like the father had a better relationship with his daughters and he spoiled them. And I feel like he put a lot of pressure on the boys because he believed those are the people who were supposed to carry the Lomo name and take over. And it seems like the mother had a better relationship with the boys. Because even Busani, I like what Busani said yesterday, is like, Mewabu Busani libanzi. Because you can tell that, okay, she's definitely a boy mom.
Because also now the father is dead. The women are the one that are very not happy.
They are more broken.
Yeah, they are more broken because you can tell that also, okay, Ubusani, akamthandi vele uma wakhe, akamfuni, go happy since ubakashona. Uhlezi nama questions why Baba choose uba man and stuff like that. And now Nobalungile now akamthathi serious Juma wakhe, even noma again.
Only the boys take her seriously.
That's true, because like in relationship, it's okay. They were mama's boys and they were daddy's
Their
girls.
parenting was divided.
It's always wild, man, because I feel like that is just creating a division post if you die. Well, then what's going to happen? Because I feel like both kids need to feel both their parents in their lives in order to move forward. You can't just choose to, hey, minangizo babala wenubamala. We have to be very much like this.
But I think it's true. Now it's definitely true if you think about it, that we may all have the same parents, and live in the same house, but we don't have the same child
relationship, yeah.
and the
And
same
we don't experience our parents
the same way.
Yeah, that's why also within our as siblings, you don't you grow up resenting each other because you envy the relationship
Just one is.
that they had when you didn't, because you feel like you were the favorite child and I wasn't, and I didn't, my parents didn't love me as much as you did, and that's what also created the resentment when you've grown now older and want, oh no, very why favorites, what, and that's what we also seeing with the Lomo kids, because they know it's when, because Bosane telling Ubanzi it's when available for Galumoya, because even Bob Kubenga check Luto now because when he didn't regard you.
And now it's even worse, even the division among siblings, when you can reference things to say, even no baba what, or even no, it becomes iba drama kwayona.
It becomes a lot. It becomes too much.
And they're even bad parents themselves because they are focused more on the business. Like, does Busani even spend that much time with her daughter? After getting shot, she said she will, but I haven't seen her do that. Does Bobby spend a lot of time with his son? Because yes, Bobby seems like he knows that his son is gay. He's accepted that. But there's another part where he still feels like his son should take over. And I think there's not that understanding. Even their kids don't want to be part of this business.
But I feel like it's, as I said, if it's a legacy thing, you always feel like it has to be passed on to someone over and over and over again. And some people are just not passionate about it. And I feel like also the passing on of everything just also makes a business lose itself, because now he's not even a fit person to hold that company to a standard that it should be on. Right now, when some decisions are reckless and everything, when it's that decision itself tells me that this person is not even, thinking ahead. He's thinking right now how to survive and everything. So kuning. I don't know if we have time to slot in Nyala a bit.
It's a lot.
It's a lot happening, but we're just gonna rush through it. There's quite a lot happening. Yabona Kia is going through so much. Like Yabona finding out after finding out after finding out. Like Yabona, it's one thing finding out that your husband had
a secret
family, and on top of that, now you find out that he has 2 kids. But to also find out that your own family, your in-laws, knew about this whole thing, and they kept quiet for 15, 16 years.
But again, once you find out, once you find out.
Bro, that was heavy for me. And I thought maybe later ingane, she thought maybe it's okay, uzopika, so nazingan is like evidence. Oh, Coco. I'm like, oh my God.
And what I hate about this family is that they said, yes, he has kids, no preet. He has 2 kids with this other woman, but you are the one who's married. Who's like, is that supposed to assure me?
I think her being told that and she's the wife is also insulting, because that means she's been a fool. She's been booed the fool for this entire time, and while everybody in the family knew. Because I don't understand why the family insists. I'm like, but you were now Makoto, like, you are our wife, or our Makoto, what. I'm just like, bro, that is actually even makes it even worse, because that tells me that, like, Nina, you would hide things from me. Hide things that are very important and very sensitive, to a point that not 1 but 2 kids and a woman. And the fact that Umama knows this woman personally, even knows her name, it tells me she's been planning a thing.
Mama Zala, I think she's about to show her true colors. Kia has had a great relationship with her, but I feel like now she's, because Kia is fed up and she doesn't want this man anymore. I think that's when the Mama Zala is gonna now start showing her true colors. Because even the family, they saw nothing wrong. Like they were like, but you need to make your wife understand that you're a man and these things are normal.
It's the nature of a man to be like this. I'm like, what the fuck you mean? I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? It's nature of a man to be what? To have a secret family, to sleep around and have kids outside?
Also, how did the drunkard sister not even reveal this? We keep the secret.
I guess maybe there are things that are very like that she's able to hide, because because like she's someone that was blabbing in that like 15 years anniversary, but now when it's the finding out about this, there's nothing that she wants to say. And I feel like the story, when it's now gonna get to be explored and exposed, it's gonna get to a point where like we find out that actually Upriti was the first one. you know, and yeah,
Kia
man.
was the side chick.
Sure.
That was married.
Oh.
That got married. Because literally, that's what Preeti said. It's like, Preeti has known Urami for 20 years. Kia has known Urami for 15 years.
See, so that tells me, Ukia, sorry, Ukia has been in the picture lesser than Udzana Upreti. So Upreti has been in the picture for longer.
But they had their first bonds around the same time.
Same time. Oh, this is so messy, bro. This is so messy, and it's so good. It's so well written. It's so well done.
Even the actors.
And also, like, we now get to see Umapola with what she's doing.
Udlimale ref ama-client wakhe.
Exactly. I was like, oh my God.
But it's actually true. These things, I'm a lawyer, are so sneaky when it comes,
They
because
are.
lawyers only tell you after ukuthi ayisengeni imali engaka ukuthi vele you would never know, and they'll never show you the proof.
And bro, I'm just like, yeah, ne, I knew this thing was just too good to be true, man. Like, I wanna, and what is your deal break? I'm like, yeah, I'm doing a manga. I'm a manga man. I'm like,
And both of them are lawyers.
lawyers, and because and the worst part is that any married a lawyer that is a liar is the worst thing ever. Because now, as when you have integrity, you know you are very truthful about things, and you are married to a complete opposite of yourself, is just gonna just like everybody that now is simply gonna be going through a lot in their marriages.
All those marriages. I wonder if Lerato and Nomonji will actually.
Actually, Ulerato was sleeping with another man, ne?
I wonder who's and might be an older guy.
Yeah, because I saw like the way shoes and not what. It's in also movie out to a friend and to know.
Ngati, that man has been in the picture for a long time now.
Sure.
I wonder who's the other man.
She's still gonna climb up.
To be honest, Monji is a loser. Come on. Like, honestly, what was Lerato up? Monji depended on his careers, on his soccer career way too much, to a point where the fact that Monji doesn't have metric.
Did I miss the part?
Okay,
here?
I think I could be wrong, but I think he's not that well educated also.
Because I feel like even soccer players nowadays, they make a lot of money even beyond football.
But they forget one injury is the end of your career.
I'm just saying,
That's the boring part.
Even beyond football, you can be a pundit, you be a presenter, you be like, do like a lot of things.
But I don't think Monji wanted to expand. I think he just wanted
be
to
a
play.
coach, be what something.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of things he can do, but I just feel like he just has no plan.
That's what pissed off Ulirat. He's a man with no ambition.
And I think they are the youngest couple there, but they seem to be like the one that are very much quitting on each other so quickly. And bro, I just love how it's shot though. The show is so good. It makes Imitran look like a very fancy city, like it makes it look very, very like opulent.
I like how most of the people that are moneyed, it's not a rich family, poor family type of situation.
Oh, I hate that.
Only pretty, they are not that well off, but they're trying.
They're trying. Obviously, they look shin, boss. So we can't expect them to
have the fanciest house.
Well. Yeah. But I feel like I like the way it's shot, how everything is moving, and it's done. It's really. I hope. I don't think Urams is gonna be gone for long, Sham, because the
gaslighting he does. That man is good at gaslighting.
No, Rams is the gaslighter of notes, because I think he's the one that tended to want to not to hear the truth. He want to believe that it's lies.
The fact that he even said those kids are a mistake. 2 kids.
You can't say 2 kids are a mistake, bro. Like 2. And
they heard it.
Yeah, the older one heard it, and
that's the worst part, kid.
No, like are we a mistake? I see a mistake, this and that. Oh, guys, no child needs to hear that. Even if you are born in infidelity, you don't want your child to hear that they were a mistake.
They always do. I mean, Hlati did say the same thing about Ulikamva. It's they always say that second family is a mistake, but are they really a mistake?
No, they are your choice, because you chose to have the other family, because the first one you was like, oh, it's not enough, I need another one. So there's no such a thing as a mistake, guys. It's a choice. Everything you say and do is a choice. You choose to do it, and I feel like you doing it twice, having 2 kids
was actually a plan.
Yeah, you were so comfortable enough that I know one is not enough. Let me have another one.
Yeah.
So like it's just so much for me, because like. But over and above, man, I feel like all of those couples are just gonna go through so much. ayikho couple is safe laphana. La couple are toxic in their way. There is a partner, but because they are Mapula no Luzana. Forgot his name. Whose name?
I haven't known their character names that much as yet.
Because the names are very not said a lot. But look, Mapula, look with the lawyers. I think the guy, when he find out, he's going to divorce straight because he seems like a very strict person.
He's not corrupt.
Yeah, he's very strict, and he just went, no, I'm not doing this. I'm done.
I think Mapula, the problem with Mapula, she loves the lifestyle she lives to a point where she's willing to do anything, even if it means the illegal way.
And also, there's a very dodgy side of her when now she's a lawyer. She doesn't play with the money. Like, she doesn't play. Like, don't fuck him with her money.
She spends. She doesn't mind spending on expensive stuff.
Well, if you don't work hard for it, you don't mind spending it. So
yeah,
I guess so. Anyway, guys, that's just about it. What have you been watching lately?
Let's Marry Harry, like you on Apple TV. I finally finished Friends and Neighbors. That show is incredible. Like, Apple TV made it incredible, and I can see it running for more seasons. I hope there's like a season 3 in the works. I was watching Furious on Apple TV. The Shards. I think that's a potential good series. I'm not sure as yet. 90 Days Fiancé. I've been watching a lot of stuff.
You're watching Eunice Cut. Well, you did tell us about your AI movie.
No, but I need to do better because wow.
Come on.
No, but starting this week, it's a new month.
Eric, it's a new month. No, I guess. No, I was watching. I got to watch Spider-Man last week. Oh, what a beautiful movie! I loved it. I loved it so much. I feel like it was such a very good watch. I enjoyed it from start to finish.
It was my first time watching a Spider-Man movie with Tom Holland as Spider-Man. Like, I've never watched the other ones.
I think the other one I've watched, I didn't enjoy them as much as I did. But I feel like this one, there was too much depth on the story. There was too much exploration on the story. There was emotion. There was everything in between. And I liked it so much because it was well done, man. It was so beautiful. And, you know, when the movie's hyped up, you kind of get the bug. I'm like, oh, you want to see it? You want to watch it? I was like, okay, I get it. It's good.
I'm yet to watch Odyssey.
Same here. I want to go watch it maybe this week and then go watch it. Because still don't see any others, but I probably want to watch maybe on Thursday or Friday. I'm not sure between the two, and then I'll go watch it because I need to. I also watched what's the show Toxic Love Story. Man, oh man, what did I just watch on Netflix, bro? The plot twist with plot twisting, I was just like, what?
And the boring part is that you will think the plot twist. You will think this one is a guilty one, and then it's only 180, and I'm just like.
The Toxic Love Story, bro, was literally a toxic love story because of what?
The husband also.
The husband is a master manipulator of this whole shit, bro.
He's actually the mastermind.
And the wives are just because I really thought maybe it's the second wife, Angela. Yeah, I thought it was her. Because she has history of lying, of doing things for sympathy, whatever.
But also white people and fantasies. What is that thing of break into the house and arhe? And I'm just like,
it's crazy, man. Like, what fantasy are these, man? I guess. Anyway, guys, that was another exciting episode of the review with your host, Bafana Mtembu.
Jabu McDonald.
Zuko Nzakana.
Thank you so much for coming through, my brother. I really appreciate you coming through. Listen, guys, it's another exciting episode. We had a great time. Come in the comment section and let us know how you feel about the show. Please share to your friends and family and comment and let you know what you think about this episode. And as I did say, my name is Bafana Mtembu.
And Jabu McDonald.
Zuko Nzakana on the runaway.
Oh, yeah, and peace out, guys.